Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Al Shabbat, Hashem, Rakakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to entitle this video, Apostle Tahar is an agent working with Vocab Malone. Behind the scenes, something like that. Anyway, okay, let me do this. See, I gotta watch me now. I'm an agent. I'm controlled opposition. Okay, let me see something. Okay, I went to the. Okay, I asked the first question: what is GMS Israelites' take on Malachi 4:1? They don't mention Abba, but they mention Elijah, and they, I'm sorry, they mention the destruction. They don't mention America. If you notice, it said I could not locate a reliable source that clearly documents how the group Great Millstone Sabbath GMS or GMS Israelites. But they say, based on the way we speak and our patterns, it's talking about a future judgment of some system. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's Americans. Anyway, I asked another question. Where is it? I asked, what is the GMS Israelites' take on Malachi 4, verse 5 and 6? They didn't mention Abba, but they pretty much said, we're talking about this individual that's going to come before we come, blah, blah, blah. What we don't have regarding GMS. Okay, I want to get to the point. I'll make this short. Okay, so this is the final question I asked. What is the relationship between the GMS and Vocab Malone? Well, let me read it from the top. Here's a breakdown of the relationship and tension between Great Millstone Sabbath. Now they call them Sabbath. When I put in Great Millstone or Great Millstone Israelites or GMS Israelites, they'll come back and they'll refer to us as Great Millstone Sabbath in Israelites. I guess because we're the only ones that keep the true Sabbath. And okay, so Great Millstone Sabbath Israelites, GMS, and Vocab Malone based on available sources with two big caveats. The information is drawn mostly from third-party commentary and critical analysis, and there is no publicly verified record of a formal partnership between them. Now, when I ask that question, the relationship meaning we don't like each other, or we like each other, or this or that, It says, what we do know, Vocab Malone is a Christian apologist who especially, you're going to crack up when I get down to the bottom of this. Vocab Malone is a Christian apologist who specializes in engaging with groups in the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. In a podcast interview, he says that he began researching groups such as GMS when they began appearing in his city and engaging in street corner style outreach. GMS is a radical Hebrew Israelite sect that holds that African Americans and other peoples of colors, meaning the people of Negroid and Indian descent and the Native Americans of Indian and Negroid descent in the Americas, North, Central, South America, are the Israelites. And they're also scattered throughout the earth. Are the true Israelites that white people are Esau, Edom, and anticipates apocalyptic judgment. Some critics, example given, the website Hebrew Israelite Research Center alleges that there is an association behind the scenes. They suggest that GMS leadership, specifically naming one Tahar of GMS and Vocab Malone, are agents working together. Oh, they got me. Or are in collusion in some sense, perhaps as controlled opposition. And this is this group, Hebrew Israelite Resource Center, which they got a YouTube page. The last time they put up videos was a while ago, and you don't see their face, as I recollect. So let's get into. So I'm a sellout. I'm working, you know. Me and Vocab get, you know, the same. We get the paychecks by the same guy. We get our paychecks by Spectre. You know, it's written on my paycheck as Spectre. Anyway, it said, what isn't clearly supported? There is no credible publicly documented proof of a formal alliance or collaboration between GMS and Vocab Malone. The claims of collusion come from critics of GMS and are speculative. So there's a Hebrew Israelite group saying that I'm a spy, I'm an agent, and I'm really me and Vocab are cool. We're really cool. And we both get our paychecks. On our paychecks is a guy named Spectre. He gives us the paychecks every week. It says Vocab Malone's own statements present him as an independent apologist and critic of Hebrew Israelite movement, but not as some inside those movements are working for them. His role, observing, critiquing, and engaging from outside the claim of control opposition. Context, i.e., that GMS and Vocab are secretly working together. A part of fringe commentary and lack mainstream confirmation. So it's this group. Let me go back to this. Let me do this. So it's coming from this group right here. Hebrew Israelite Resource Center, and they do have a YouTube page. How to frame their relationship, putting it all together. Here is a more nuanced summary. Vocab Malone engages with GMS and similar. See, that was a plan that me and Vocab came up with. I told Vocab, you know what we can do? I'm gonna act like I'm really against you. I'm gonna tell all the GMS brothers in GMS to call the cops on you. So it'll show you that we really don't like each other, but deep down we're buddies. It says Vocab Malone engages with GMS and similar Hebrew Israelite sex. He probably works with General Yohana behind the scenes. He probably works with Bishop Nathaniel behind the scenes, you know. But he damn sure works. Me and him work together behind the scenes, and we get paid by Spectre. I got to keep saying that. Spectre gives us the money as a target of his apologetics. He studies their beliefs. He doesn't have to study anything. All I got to do is give me a call, and I'll give him the information. Interacts with adherents and critiques their theory and behavior. GMS sees or is seen by outsiders as a movement with an apocalyptic separatist outlook, and they have been subject to critique by Vocab and others. I like critiques being critiqued. There is tension. The critique from Vocab and allied apologetic ministries likely place him as an adversary to many within GMS rather than a partner. The alleged relationship or collaboration or mutual agency is a claim by critics of GMS rather than a documented fact. It reflects a belief among some that GMS leadership and Vocab Malone may have some unacknowledged connection or purpose. For practical purposes, the more verifiable relationship is one of observer critique vocab to group under scrutiny GMS. The suggestion of a deeper tie is less reliable. If you like, I can look for any direct statement from either GMS or Vocab Malone about each other. Example given, interviews where they mention one another to see if I can locate more definitive documentation or how they view each other. Would that be helped? So that's what what's this group again? That's the Hebrew Israelite Research Center saying that Apostle Tahar is really an agent provocateur that works with, and our buddies. You know, me and Vocab go fishing together when I go out there to the west. And like I said, I got to say this again. Got to give big shout out to Spectre for them big checks at the end of the week. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, let me tell you something for the record. Me and Vocab are not partners. He's not my friend. He's an enemy. He's Satan. He's Dracula. He's Los Ferratus. He's everything that's wicked in a person. And he's an Edomite. Anyway, with that, shalom, on to the next. I can't believe this.